Hey there, in this video I'm going to show you how to build an absolutely lethal sales funnel that will help you generate 3 to 5 times more leads than you currently are. Now, this sales funnel will convert leads into customers or affiliate commissions. So if you're selling your own stuff, cool. If you're selling affiliate products, that's cool as well. And it's going to do so with 100% automation. So you never have to speak to another prospect again, either in person, on Zoom, in the DMs, nothing. And the sales funnel will actually help your content perform better, which is really cool. It's going to grow your organic reach faster than ever before because you're going to build instant trust and authority with your brand because of this sales funnel. Now, I discovered this sales funnel that I'm going to show you in this video by accident in 2016, actually. But the results were incredible. Because of this sales funnel, I was actually able to grow a brand new YouTube channel to over 75,000 subscribers, really faster than I ever thought possible. And because of that, I generated over 60,000 highly targeted leads. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars promoting affiliate products within the first 11 months of launching this sales funnel. Now, I've continued to use this secret sales funnel strategy, and it works every single time. I've never had a funnel built just like this ever fail. It always has made multiple 6 figures, if not 7 figures. I've won the ClickFunnels Dream Car Award for becoming one of their top affiliates. And I've also won the ClickFunnels 2 Comma Club Award, which you see both of those behind me, for generating over 7 figures or $1 million with a single campaign because of this sales funnel. And because it works better today than ever before, I'm actually starting to build a brand new sales funnel using this exact same formula and framework. So I thought it would be cool just to share it with you on YouTube. So what I'm going to do is the first thing we're going to do is jump into the computer. I'm going to share my screen with you. And you are going to first see the technical aspects of it, which is really super simple. And then after that, I'm going to show you the psychological aspects of this sales funnel so you can understand why it works so well, okay? Before I get started, just understand that this will sell pretty much anything. I've used it for software, courses, affiliate products, my own products, but can work with supplements or all kinds of physical products as well. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So the first thing we have to do when we're building a new sales funnel is actually launch the sales funnel. Now, I use ClickFunnels for my sales funnels. You can see I've built tons of sales funnels over the years. ClickFunnels works really well, but there's a ton of other options as well. The technical aspect is pretty much the same on all of them. They might have different nuances, but it's really super simple with the funnel building software that is available these days. And then obviously when we get to the second part of this video on the psychological aspect or the psychological components, that'll apply to any sales funnel no matter what you're using. So in order to build a new funnel, the first thing I need to do is actually start building a new funnel. ClickFunnels is going to give me different options. Really what I want to do is the first thing I want to do is actually just collect emails, right? We want to grow our email list. Now this sales funnel is actually going to be called Free Course Millionaire. And as you may have guessed, I'm going to teach folks how I've implemented sales funnels that give away free courses to generate millions of dollars. So you're going to kind of get some insight into my strategy in this video while you learn how to build an actual sales funnel. So we're just going to tag this as a main funnel, and we're actually going to build the funnel. And this is going to pre-populate 2 pages, an email landing page and a thank you page. The first page we're going to focus on really is the landing page because that's the important part. That's what pre-frames the leads for the next step while we collect our email, right? We obviously want to grow our email list. So we don't have to really worry too much about the first page template right now. I'm actually just going to start with a blank one, and I'll show you how to build it out in just a second. But let's find a blank one. Cool. We'll use the blank opt-in start. So we'll select that. We'll get this first page built. But before we start building this, what we actually want to do is we want to get this on our custom domain. So we go over to Namecheap here, and Namecheap is who I use for all my domains. I've never had a problem with them. They work well. They're pretty inexpensive. I recommend it. I don't have an affiliate link for it or anything, but any really domain provider will work. So Free Course Millionaire is the domain that I purchased. Let's go ahead and manage this domain. The first thing we want to do is we want to point this to ClickFunnels, right? We want to point this to the actual funnel that we're building. And to do that is really actually super simple. Just go over to the advanced DNS section. What we want to do here is we want to go ahead and change the CNAME record, right? When you purchase it from Namecheap, it's just going to be parked on Namecheap. What we actually want to do is take this CNAME and we want to change the value to target.clickfunnels.com. Once again, this might be a little bit different depending on which funnel building software you use, but every funnel building software is going to have some sort of tutorial. I'm just going to set the TTL, which is time to live, to automatic, so hopefully it'll just propagate automatically here. And then we're going to go ahead and save the changes there. I don't know if it's saved or not. Let's see. Okay, cool. Now we're saved. What I can do right now is just add a new record. And what I can do is add a URL redirect record. And basically, anytime people type in any portion of the domain, whether it's freecoursemillionaire.com without all the HTTP stuff, it'll automatically refer them to HTTPS www.freecoursemillionaire.com. Cool. Go ahead and save that. That way, whatever they type in, it'll automatically go to the actual right domain there. Excuse me. Okay, so now that we have the CNAME set up, what we can do is go back into ClickFunnels, and we actually want to connect the domain to this particular funnel. So I'll go into the account settings here, go down to domains, and what I want to do here is I want to actually add a new domain. I'm going to add my own because I have already registered it outside of ClickFunnels. It's going to be freecoursemillionaire.com. This domain is not registered on Cloudflare, so I'm going to go ahead and add that domain. And it tells me that I have to set the CNAME record to target.clickfunnels.com, which I've already done. I showed you just a second ago. Now it's ready to use, so I want to associate it with a particular funnel. And I don't know if it's going to be at the bottom. Yep, the one I just created, Free Course Millionaire. We want to associate the funnel to that domain. And now if we go back to the funnels here, we should see that if we click on the Free Course Millionaire funnel, you can see the domain name has changed to www.freecoursemillionaire.com, right? But it's not secure yet. It's still on HTTP, so we want to add the secure certificate. So if we go back to domains here, and we find that domain again, luckily in ClickFunnels, it's really easy to add the secure certificate. Scroll down to the bottom. Go ahead and find the domain that we want to secure. Go ahead and edit that. And if we go down to the SSL here, we just expand that. And we're going to add the SSL. Usually takes a minute or two, not very long. It might take longer with other domain providers, but with Namecheap, it works pretty quickly. It's going to say success. We have initiated the SSL setup process up here. But what we have to do is go back and check now. For it to actually go over, and it says success. Congratulations, your domain is now ready. So now if we go back to funnels and open Free Course Millionaire, we should see that maybe we have to refresh this. At some point, it should switch over to HTTPS. But let's go ahead and just edit this page really quickly and test it. Let's go ahead. We got this blank thing there, so that should populate. So now I'm just changing the SEO or metadata, which will show up like if you paste the link to Facebook or if someone searches it in Google. Let's go ahead and back up. And you can see now the full URL is changed to https://freecoursemillionaire.com. So now if I copy this particular link, should be able to go right to the page, right? And if we put in the bare link, it should work too because of that URL redirect. And sure enough, it goes right to the right page. So now everything's set up from the technical standpoint. I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera, and I'm going to fill this out really quickly with the components that I want on here. And then I'll restart the camera up, and I'll show you, basically I'll walk you through the process and show you why I put the title that I do, why I put a video, where I put the opt-in button, what I put below that and why, and really the whole purpose of building out this particular style of funnel. Okay, so I'll see you in just a moment. All right, welcome back to the video. The funnel, or the first page of the funnel, I guess I should say, is complete. Now I'm going to take you inside the computer. I'm going to walk you through the entire funnel so you can start to understand the copy, the reasons we say what we say where, the psychological aspects of this funnel. So as you can see here inside the screen here, we are in the ClickFunnels dashboard. The cool thing about funnel builders, they pretty much are all drag and drop. Everything is super simple. You don't have to be tech savvy. I'm not tech savvy at all. You can add elements like images and get rid of them if you don't want them. You can move things around really simply. It just makes everything super user friendly. So what we'll do is actually just go ahead and preview this funnel as it is live out there on the internet, on the website or in the world, however you want to look at it. And I'll kind of go through this really quickly. So once again, this is the first page of the funnel. Once again, I'm creating the free course funnel. So the idea here is I'm going to create content, run ads, whatever. And I'm going to get people interested in the idea that I have. And then I'm going to offer them this free course that's going to teach them a little bit more about how I use free courses to sell things. And then, of course, at the end of that free course, I'll actually sell something, right? That's the whole purpose of this, is to actually make money in the end. So the purpose of this first page of the funnel is obviously we want to collect emails so we can follow up with our leads. And we want to collect emails before we give them access to this funnel. So that's exactly what this funnel is designed to do. I'm going to send people to this landing page. In order to get access to the free course, they're going to have to enter their email, claim their free access pass. Then I'll send them an email that will give them the free registration link so they can get into the course dashboard and start digesting the material. Now, the actual course dashboard is not completed yet, so make sure you follow along with this YouTube channel, and I'll kind of give you an introduction and a preview of what that looks like once it is done in a future video. But the purpose of the information or the content on this page is not to talk people into entering their email, right? Anytime we're creating content, basically what we're doing is trying to pre-frame them for the next step. So while the main purpose of this funnel is obviously to collect email addresses, or the main purpose of this first page of the funnel is to collect email addresses, I don't want to use or waste this space because I have people's attention when they're on this page. So what I want to do on this funnel is I want to actually pre-frame them for the next step. And the next step is actually going through the course, because anybody can sign up for a free course. The hard part is getting people to take action on the free course. So that's what I want to do. I want to get them really excited about the course material, because by the time somebody hits this page, they should already be ready to enter their email address. They should be aware of the game and know that, hey, I'm probably going to have to enter my email address somewhere. I do that in the content, right? I pre-frame them to get them excited about registering for a free course in the content. So by the time they get here, they're already ready to register, and that implies that they're going to have to enter their email. So once again, what I want to do on this page is I want to pre-frame them for the next step. And the way I do that is I get them excited about the material that they're actually going to see in the free course. So after they register, they're like, oh, I got to dive into it right away. Because there's so many distractions on the internet, right? There's so many distractions in life. I have their attention right now. I want to get them excited about the free course. So as soon as they register, they start digesting the material, because if they don't actually go through the content of the free course, they're not going to buy anything from me. Plus, I'm not going to have the opportunity to establish my expertise as well. All right, so the first thing I do on this funnel is I have a little headline, and this is just kind of a teaser headline. And what I say here is the simple yet rarely used funnel that can sell almost anything while forcing your business to grow faster. So that's the first thing people are going to see. Perhaps they might see this headline first. We don't necessarily read things in order when we're consuming information on websites, but the purpose of this is just to imply that it's simple, right? And it is. The framework is simple. Yet rarely used means that not many people are using this strategy, and this is probably the only place they can get this information, right? So that's what rarely used implies there. That can sell almost anything, right? So people might come into this funnel with objections of like, yeah, but I have this product or this service or this affiliate offer. Will it work? So by simply saying that can sell almost anything, I'm just kind of giving them some optimism that, hey, this will probably work for them. And then in parentheses here, I say, while forcing your business to grow faster, right? That creates a little bit of curiosity. That creates a little bit of intrigue. I'm not saying while helping you grow your business faster. I'm saying if this literally forces your business to grow faster. So like it takes the work out of it, right? Like that takes some of the pressure off of us as creators and marketers, I'm saying this funnel will force your business to grow faster. So that obviously increases the perceived value of the information that I'm going to give them in the free course. So then you got your free headline, or your first main headline and your sub headline. And this is really just a without statement, right? The first part is, how do they get everything they want without all the things they don't want to do? So the way this reads is, free course reveals how I get 5 times more leads, right? Which is what a lot of business owners want. They want more leads. I'm very specific here. I say 5 times more leads. I don't just say more leads. 5 times more leads is pretty incredible. People start to think to themselves, man, I'm getting 5 leads a day. What if I could get 25 leads a day? Or maybe I'm getting 100 leads a day. What if I get 500 leads a day? And the reason I say 5 times more leads is because I don't want to say how I generate, 1,000 leads a day, because that might put up some red flags if I give out a specific number. That might make people think, oh yeah, well, he's a long-time marketer with a big following or whatever. This will never work for me. And that's what we want to avoid. We want to avoid the idea that this will never work for me. So by saying 5 times more leads, that applies and is relevant to anyone. Whatever you're getting, we can get 5 times more leads, and that's obviously going to 5 times your business. Then I say, while automatically converting cold traffic into sales. The reason that I can say that statement is because this is all set up through automation. Once the free course is completed, people will go through this free course and then be offered a product at the end automatically. Like, I don't have to talk to them, right? I don't have to warm them up, because that's the job of the free course. So that's automatically converting cold traffic into sales. And then, of course, I come along with my without statement. What are the things people hate as business owners? Without sales calls, hiring a team, sending DMs, right? Those things take time and money away from your business. Posting countless screenshots and testimonials, right? That's important, because some people might have a business and not have a lot of screenshots of results yet, or a lot of testimonials collected yet. So I want to say you don't need those. And I can say that because I don't post a lot of screenshots or testimonials. I pretty much just give away the free course. Or stressing out about creating a never-ending stream of value content. And right here, I'm trying to get inside the head of my prospects, right? I want to enter in the conversation that's already going on inside their head. And what I know, because I know my avatar is people want to attract a ton of leads like the Alex Hermosis of the world, but really they struggle to create the type of value that people like that offer. So I say, hey, you don't have to worry about stressing out about creating a never-ending stream of value content to kind of warm up your prospects. And the reason we can do that is because we offer the free course, which has a high perceived value, and then the course is where all the value is stored, right? So what that allows us to do is that allows us to create more clickbaity content that goes viral, that draws people in, right? We don't have to create a ton of value on social media to get attention, because the attention comes from offering the opportunity, and the opportunity to learn for free. So right here, obviously, this is the first opportunity for them to enter their email. Yes, I need their free course. If they do that, they go ahead and click, enter their email, and then they get access to the free course. Below that, I'll create a video here, and I'll actually paste or embed this video right here. This video is basically just going to say everything that I'm going to show you down here that's in text, but I'm going to say it in video format. That way I'm giving people the option of which media they want to consume, right? There might be times in your life where you're sitting at home or on your laptop where you want to watch a video because it's easier, but there also might be times in your life when you're at work on your lunch break, maybe you're just scrolling your phone while someone's watching TV and you don't want to watch a video. So that's why I have the same information both in text and in video format, so people can choose what they want to consume if they still need more information, right? Some people are just going to say, yes, I want this free course. Some people are going to be like, I don't know, I'm skeptical. So then that will overcome some objections down below. And once again, this is not really going to overcome the objection of entering the email. This is going to kind of establish my authority so people are more excited about the opportunity to learn what I know for free. So one important design element here is if I go ahead and squish this down, this shows me how this would appear on mobile, right? And what you're going to see here is those main elements, right? The pre-headline, the headline, the without statement, the button to opt in, obviously, and then the video. All of those things are what we call above the fold, meaning as soon as someone clicks over to this website, whether they're on mobile or whether they're on desktop, they're going to be able to see all those important elements without scrolling down, and that's very important. So we want to make sure we adjust the sizing and spacing of all our headlines and stuff so that those important elements are quote unquote above the fold. They can see them all without scrolling. All right. But let's say they decide to scroll. They want to learn a little bit more about me and what I have to offer. So the next thing I do is this big, bold headline where it says the last funnel you will ever need. And that really speaks to the struggles that people have as marketers. They know they need some sort of sales funnel, whether they're an affiliate marketer, whether they're selling their course or their coaching services or whatever they're selling. They know they're going to need a sales funnel or a website, but they're just like, man, I've probably built 3 of them, or I don't know which one to use, right? Well, what I'm saying here in as short as possible is if you use this funnel, if you learn how to use the funnel, then I'm going to teach you how to use, you'll never have to worry about building another funnel again, right? So that's a pretty high value proposition. Like, ooh, this is the last piece of information I'll need in order to have a successful business or to scale my business or to 5X my business. So that's really intriguing. And one side note here, as I was creating this funnel, right, as I write out my headline, it's like super long, right? There's a lot of information. And what I try to do is after I get all the idea of what I want to say onto the website, then I'll go through and pare it down. I'll try to shrink it. I'll try to say the same thing in as few words as possible, and that's really important when we're creating copy. And so right here in what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 words, I say, hey, this is important. Better pay attention, right? So now as we scroll down, once again, I said that I want to pre-frame for the next step with this funnel. I don't want to use it. I don't want to lose this space or treat this as wasted space or waste this opportunity while I have the attention. So really what I'm going to do is the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to establish a little bit of authority right here with this picture of me speaking at a mastermind, right? This implies that, hey, people are interested in what I have to say, and I do that with an image, right? A picture is worth 1,000 words. So because I'm up here on stage, all these people are all paying attention to me, then the prospect's going to think, well, maybe I should pay attention to this person too. So now I want to qualify people, right? I want to put their mind at ease. I want to get them to say, oh, this might work for me. This might be relevant for me. So what I say is, do you want to be seen as a leading authority in your niche so folks practically beg to buy your stuff, right? That headline right there is super powerful because what do people really want? Like if we break it down to the core, they want to look cool, they want to seem significant or important, and they want to make money. So by saying, do you want to be seen as a leading authority, that looks cool, and you seem significant at that point. So that speaks to the core emotion there. And then I say, so folks practically beg to buy your stuff. That implies, hey, I'm going to make a lot of money, right? Well, the best way to make that happen is to launch your free course funnel. Now, obviously, I'm going to go into examples of why you need a free course funnel, why it works for me. And obviously, if they want to learn how to use this free course funnel, they can jump into the free course. And I say, yes, this works for info products and course creators. This works for coaches. This works for affiliate marketers. This works for influencers. Or this works for anyone who doesn't have a following or list but wants to grow one lightning fast, right? So basically, that's pretty much all-inclusive there, right? So what people are going to do is they're going to self-identify with one of these 5 categories. You know, they're not going to fall into all those categories, but they're going to be like, oh, I'm a coach. Oh, I'm an affiliate marketer. Oh, I'm an influencer. Oh, I have a course that I want to sell. Oh, I don't have a list, but I want to grow one, right? Now, that's going to be all-inclusive. So everyone's going to self-identify with one category here, and they're going to be like, okay, cool. I need this thing, or at least I need to continue learning more. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to further establish my authority through some of the results that I've gotten with the framework that I'm going to teach in the free course that they can opt into. But also I have to pay off everything I've said, right? Like all these promises I've made up here, I have to pay them off. So let's read through this really quickly. So first I give a little backstory and create a little intrigue by saying I discovered this magic funnel by accident, right? Like I was just going about my day, trying different things, and I found this thing that worked that no one told me about, right? That is once again showing that, hey, this is some proprietary information possibly. This is something that works no matter how good you are, because I just discovered it by accident. And I pay it off with a little story. Before 2016, I created product review blogs, ranked them in Google, and then monetized with affiliate products. But this model would not scale. That's true. That's what I did from 2012 to 2016. So to increase my margins, I created Shopify stores and drop shipped the same products instead of relying on Amazon affiliate commissions. Margins went way up, but customer service complaints, lack of trust with my stores, and fulfillment issues quickly forced me to make the decision to close down the storefronts. I'm trying to relate to my prospects at this point by showing them, hey, even though I've had a lot of success, I've also had a lot of failures, right? And we can kind of over the internet bond over our failures. The good news was I was able to solve the blogs for a decent chunk of change. The bad news was I now had nothing. I was back to square one without a list, following, or any way to get traffic. And what I want to show them here, in as few words as possible, is that, hey, when I discovered this free course model, I had nothing. I had no following. I didn't have a huge email list, and that's important because that's a big objection that a lot of marketers have. You've probably seen this where big marketers will tell you, here's what you got to do, and then you realize they got 1 million people on their email list. It's like, oh, crap, that's not going to work. So I said my next big idea after selling the blogs was to sell a course. I had dropshipping experience, and there was growing demand for e-commerce education, especially with Shopify. So I spent the next 4 weeks creating a course, teaching folks how to set up their stores, find suppliers, and run their first Facebook ads. The course was good, but I had a problem. Who the heck was I going to sell this course to, was my question, right? Because that's what people do. They have some sort of information or some sort of expertise. They decide they want to sell a course because the money's great and the potential is amazing. They create this course, but they're like, I don't know how to sell it, right? So I'm putting myself in their shoes, right? So they can relate to me, so they can trust me, and so they can understand that, hey, this will work for them. In that moment of frustration, I made the best decision of my life. I decided to give the course away for free. I loaded my Shopify affiliate link and affiliate links for other relevant products inside the course dashboard and started creating content on YouTube in order to attract folks who might be interested in dropshipping. It worked shockingly well because I was giving away for free something with an incredibly high perceived value, right? That's what I was doing. I'm showing them why they need this impressive lead magnet. And what can happen when you have this great lead magnet? Good things. My YouTube channel took off. It grew to over 75,000 subscribers, and videos were getting 100,000 plus views. And I show images of all those things, how my channel quickly exploded, how I peaked at 76,000 subscribers on that first channel. And I even show them a screenshot of some videos that all got over 100,000 views, right? So that's going to be like, oh, man, that's amazing. And people start to think about what would happen to their business if they had all these cool things. And also I'm telling them, hey, it's because of the thing that I'm going to teach you. Most importantly, I was generating thousands of targeted leads every single month for free. These leads were clicking on my affiliate links and buying at a ridiculously high conversion rate, right? That's what people struggle with. They struggle with generating leads, and they struggle with converting those leads into sales. And this is why we have to understand our avatar and their pain points, because I can very quickly show them how this is the solution to their problems. And it was because I stumbled on a hack, right? People love hacks that automatically overcomes your prospect's biggest objection. That's what people in my industry want to know, right? If you're selling something, you have to understand your prospect's objection so you can overcome it so they'll buy your thing. The reason people aren't buying from you is not because they don't believe you, right? And this is kind of like the pattern interrupt, like, reframing their thought about why people aren't buying their products. Folks don't buy because they don't believe in themselves, and that's absolutely true. By educating my prospects first, I was building their belief in themselves. And when they thought, hey, I can do this, they bought in, right? Automatic sales. So it worked, right? All these good things happened. I made a ton of money. My content grew. My channel exploded. But now we have to prove that this is repeatable, right? What we're teaching is repeatable. It didn't just work once. It wasn't a moment in time. So in 2020, I decided to test this free course funnel strategy again. I created another free course teaching folks how to build funnels for affiliate offers using ClickFunnels, and I even gave away some free templates in the course. It worked again, and I won this award. So this is doing two things here. This is proving that the process is repeatable if you know the framework that I'm going to teach in the free course. Plus, I'm also establishing my authority by showing me on stage with a lot of some really cool people who a lot of people in my industry know, right? Like, this is a pretty prestigious award. So I had proven the free course funnel clearly worked for software, but would it work for digital courses is the question. And so now I have to understand what people's objections might be. They might be thinking, well, yeah, it worked twice, but it was both times he was promoting software. Well, luckily I could overcome that objection by saying in 2021, I created my third free course funnel. And this time I created a funnel to promote a high-ticket digital education program that cost $2,500. I followed the same framework that I developed, started driving traffic by creating short-form content on, like TikTok and Reels and stuff like that. And once again, because I was offering a lead magnet with high perceived value, my content performed well. I generated tens of thousands of free leads, and sure enough, men and women started buying again, which led me to winning the ClickFunnels 2 Comma Club Award for generating over $1 million in sales with a single campaign in about 18 months. I had stumbled upon the affiliate marketer's secret weapon, right? So now I had proven that it works for courses as well, high-ticket courses, which are going to be my target market for this free course funnel that I'm building now. I showed the results and once again further established my authority. Now I called it a secret weapon, but also highlighted the importance of offering a lead magnet with a high perceived value and what that can do to your lead gen and your content, right? That's what I really want to highlight, because that's the idea I want to bring home to people is they need a good lead magnet, and a free course is a good lead magnet because it has high perceived value. But what I'll show them in the course is that it is also acts kind of like a sideways webinar that actually sells your product. Excuse me. So that's great. I've proven it works for affiliate marketers, but once again, I want to also include course creators, coaches, and all that stuff inside my target market. So I have to overcome the objection that, hey, this just works for affiliates. So I say, now I was curious, would this lethal funnel work for my own digital product? So I created my own digital product, my digital course. I whipped up another free course funnel in order to sell the new product. I followed the exact same roadmap and giving it away on social media. I am now on my way to winning my second ClickFunnels 2 Comma Club Award, right? So it was generated over $672,000 with my own product. So now we're paying it up. Now we can see this works for anything pretty much, right? So I asked the question, why does this funnel work so well, right? That's probably the question that the prospect is going to have in their mind at this time. And that's why I say, well, that's exactly what I want to show you today. Click the button below to get instant access to the 100% free course that will teach you my simple yet rarely used funnel framework that can sell almost anything while forcing your brand, business, and email list to grow faster, right? All I did here was repeated the same headline I had up here, or pre-headline that I had up here. This kind of brings everything back together, ties a bow on it, and at this point, if they've gotten this far and seen everything, they're obviously going to enter their email and get into the free course. Once they get into the free course, that's when they're going to consume the information. That's what's going to act like the sideways webinar. That's when I'm going to further show them that, hey, they can do this, and this will work for them, and they need this. And then I'll go ahead and sell them some, course or program I haven't built yet, but it will be built pretty soon that teaches the exact framework, right? Now, this works incredibly well. Hopefully you found this video valuable. Make sure, once again, you follow or subscribe to this channel. That way you can see as I continue to build this out in real time. I'll continue to provide updates. I'll show you the free course dashboard, how I structure everything. I'll even show you the framework that I use, because creating a free course is not just about hyping it up, because that's not going to work. And it's not just about teaching either, because that's not going to get people to take action. We have to do a certain combination that I've discovered, and I'll give you those frameworks in future videos.